Welcome to Psalm 72, and this psalm brings us to the end of Book 2 of the Psalms, as we'll see when we get to the end of it. But Psalm 72 is a royal psalm. It's a psalm that would be prayed at the crowning of a king or the celebration of a king. We recently had the Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee, and we celebrated 70 years of our Queen in this country. But this is a prayer for the King of Israel, of Solomon. Give the king your justice, O God, your righteousness to the royal son. May he judge your people with righteousness and your poor with justice. Let the mountains bear prosperity for the people and the hills in righteousness. May he defend the cause of the poor of the people, give deliverance to the children of the needy and crush the oppressor. So it's a prayer, right? It's a prayer for his reign to be successful. Now, the language of this psalm is kind of something we see quite often. It kind of starts one way and then it almost seems to kind of nudge you to start imagining and thinking and dreaming. It's sort of ideal language, but it seems to go beyond what would be realistic, perhaps, for any of the kings of Israel. It seems to be pointing beyond the present to that ultimate future when the greater son of David is going to reign as king. This is a messianic psalm. Okay, it's designed to make us think of Jesus. So what do we do when we read it? Think of Jesus. Let me read you just part of it from the middle. Verse 8. May he have dominion from sea to sea. The sea in that direction and even the sea in that direction. From the river, that would be up in that direction, to the ends of the earth, which all directions. May desert tribes bow down before him, deserts out to the east and deserts down to the south. May his enemies lick the dust. May the kings of Tarshish and of the coastlands way out in that direction. You see, the arrows are going everywhere here because this is referencing in all directions out of the land, emanating out of the land of Israel. May the kings of Tarshish and of the coastlands render him tribute. May the kings of Sheba and Seba bring gifts. May all kings fall down before him. All nations serve him. This is a global prayer. This isn't just a local God bless the king of this little land. This is, may this king have a global impact. Look down to the end here. May his name endure forever. Notice the kind of timing references here. His fame continue as long as the sun. May people be blessed in him. All nations call him blessed. Blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel, who alone does wondrous things. Blessed be his glorious name forever. May the whole earth be filled with his glory. Amen and amen. We've come to the end of book 2, so we get a double amen, and we get this little comment added as well. The prayers of David, the son of Jesse, are ended. There's more David Psalms in the second half, but there's a sense in which the collection has been brought to a close at this point from some perspective. Now, let's think about a little detail or two on this page here. You've got this name enduring forever, this kind of glorious name forever blessed. I noticed this language here in verse 18, who alone does wondrous things. It kind of feels a little bit like those references to his name is wonderful. It's sort of this divine sense that the miraculous is done by God, and maybe this is describing a reign not just blessed by God, but the reign of God himself. When the Messiah comes, they didn't realize this, but there really is the blessing of God on his reign because of who he is, and the whole earth, all nations are going to be responsive to that. So read through Psalm 72, and as you read it, let it make you think of Jesus. Look forward to the day when Jesus reigning over this earth is going to be obvious and clear, when the glory of the Lord will fill the whole earth as the waters cover the sea, filled with glory, as it says here, when every knee will bow and every tongue confess, and there'll be no question about who's in charge. We look forward to that day. And so Psalm 72 can stir within us anticipation knowing that in the midst of the struggles that we're facing now, in the midst of the difficulties of this age, there's an age to come when Jesus will be reigning and everybody will see it. So read Psalm 72 and let it stir within you hope and anticipation for the future, and then share Psalm 72 and your highlights from it with others in the comments below, in your communications with other people. Psalm 72. Enjoy it, and then next time we'll jump into book 3 and see what we can find there.